how to beat every member of the Akatsuki using science and in universe logic. The Akatsuki, a rogue organization of powerful shinobi in Naruto, is known for its near-invincible members, each wielding unique and devastating abilities. However, no power is without its limits. By analyzing their techniques through the lens of science and in universe logic, we can uncover practical methods to neutralize each Akatsuki member. This video explores the vulnerabilities of Hidan, Kakuzu, Deidara, Sasori, Itachi, Kisame, Konan, Pain, Zetsu, Obito, and Madara, demonstrating how a scientifically informed strategy could lead to their defeat. Hidan, the immortal with a fatal flaw. Hidan's most dangerous trait is his immortality, allowing him to survive fatal injuries. However, his body still relies on fundamental biological processes such as oxygen intake, food consumption, and hydration. Scientific principles suggest that cutting off these necessities would eventually incapacitate him. One effective method is oxygen deprivation. When buried underground, similar to Shikamaru's strategy, Hidan would be unable to breathe, leading to hypoxia. Within minutes, his brain cells would begin dying due to a lack of oxygen. Additionally, since his body still requires energy to function, starving him would lead to muscle atrophy. A human deprived of food and water can only last for a few weeks at most, meaning Hidan's immortality would be meaningless if he were physically too weak to move. Finally, exposure to corrosive chemicals such as hydrofluoric acid could dissolve his body at a molecular level, ensuring he remains incapacitated indefinitely. Kakuzu, the heart collector's weakness. Kakuzu's ability to store multiple hearts makes him incredibly resilient, but this biological advantage comes with significant weaknesses. His hearts are susceptible to electrical interference, as human cardiac tissue relies on electrical impulses to function. A sufficiently powerful lightning-based attack, such as Chidori, could disrupt these impulses and cause fatal arrhythmia. Another scientific approach would be cryogenic freezing, freezing biological tissue at extremely low temperatures. Take -50 degrees Celsius or lower, causes water inside the cells to expand, rupturing cellular structures. If Kakuzu's hearts were frozen, the ice crystals would destroy them from within, making it impossible for him to continue functioning. Additionally, targeting his real heart directly would bypass his regenerative abilities, ensuring his permanent defeat. Deidara, the explosive artist's downfall. Deidara's explosive clay relies on chakra-infused molecular structures, meaning its effectiveness can be disrupted through electromagnetic interference. An electromagnetic pulse, or EMP, could theoretically destabilize the chakra bonds in his clay, rendering his explosives inert before detonation. Moreover, explosions depend on oxygen and atmospheric pressure. If Deidara were forced into a low-oxygen environment, such as a high-altitude battlefield or an airtight containment, his bombs would lose effectiveness due to insufficient combustion. Furthermore, water is a natural enemy of clay, causing it to become heavy and unusable. By drenching his clay with water-based jutsu, his explosive capabilities could be neutralized before he has a chance to attack. Sasori, the puppet master's fragile shell. Sasori's puppet body grants him near immortality, as he no longer possesses biological weaknesses. However, physics provides several methods to destroy him. Since most puppets are made of wood and metal, extreme heat would be an effective countermeasure. Fire-based jutsu or high-energy plasma could incinerate his wooden components while weakening metal joints through thermal expansion. Additionally, Sasori's body relies on precise mechanical movements, meaning strong magnetic interference could disrupt his ability to control his puppets. A sufficiently powerful magnetic field could interfere with his metallic components, rendering him immobile. Furthermore, corrosion from acidic substances would degrade his puppet body over time, making him more vulnerable to physical attacks. Itachi, the Sharingan's limits. Itachi's Sharingan grants him incredible Jinjutsu abilities, but the human brain processes illusions based on sensory input. Neuroscientific studies suggest that sensory deprivation, such as closing one's eyes or relying on non-visual senses, can significantly reduce susceptibility to illusions. Thus, a fighter trained to fight without sight, like Daredevil and Marvel, could counter Itachi's Jinjutsu. Moreover, Itachi's most dangerous ability, Amaterasu, is a form of black fire that burns indefinitely. However, thermodynamics dictates that fire requires oxygen to sustain combustion. If Amaterasu were exposed to a vacuum or suffocated using a chemical fire suppressant, such as CO2 or halon gas, it could be extinguished. Lastly, Itachi's declining health due to his terminal illness already placed a natural limit on his endurance, meaning a prolonged battle would work against him. Kisame, the shark's waterlogged fate. Kisame's strength lies in his water-based abilities and monstrous chakra reserves. However, his reliance on water is also his downfall. Dehydration is a severe biological risk, as the human body cannot function without proper hydration. If Kisame were forced into a dry, arid environment where water was scarce, his abilities would be significantly weakened. Additionally, electrical conductivity in water is a major vulnerability. Since water conducts electricity, a powerful lightning-based jutsu would travel through his water-based attacks, electrocuting Kisame in the process. This was demonstrated when Killer Bee used his lightning abilities against Kisame effectively. Conan, paper versus chemistry. Conan's ability to manipulate paper makes her a unique and deadly opponent. But chemistry provides effective countermeasures. Paper is highly flammable, meaning a fire-based attack could incinerate her before she can react. Additionally, high humidity weakens paper's structural integrity, making her paper techniques ineffective in moist environments. One of her greatest feats, the Paper Ocean attack, relies on paper bombs. However, an oil-based attack could render her paper useless, as oil prevents paper from absorbing moisture, causing it to lose its rigid structure. Since fire-resistant chemicals exist, a combination of oil and flame retardants could counteract her techniques. Pain, the Rinnegan's scientific weakness. Pain's gravitational abilities, particularly Shinra Tensei, suggest manipulation of fundamental forces. However, physics dictates that controlling gravity on such a scale would require enormous energy, meaning there is likely a cooldown period. Exploiting this delay, similar to Naruto's strategy, would be crucial in countering his attacks. Additionally, since the 6 paths of pain are controlled remotely via chakra signals, electromagnetic interference could theoretically disrupt these signals, severing Nagato's control over his bodies. A concentrated EMP or chakra-disrupting technique could render them useless, leaving Nagato vulnerable. Zetsu, the parasitic anomaly. Zetsu's plant-based physiology suggests he relies on photosynthesis or biological energy absorption. Depriving him of sunlight or cutting off his chakra intake would significantly weaken him. Additionally, extreme heat or chemical defoliants, like those used to destroy vegetation, could permanently neutralize his organic structure. Obito and Madara, overcoming Kamui and the ultimate shinobi. Obito's intangibility via Kamui is a difficult ability to counter, but physics suggests that if he must solidify to attack, predicting and striking at that moment would be an effective strategy. Additionally, Spatial warping requires significant energy. Forcing prolonged use of Kamui could lead to exhaustion. Madara, on the other hand, possesses near-godlike abilities. However, given that his powers stem from chakra, overwhelming his chakra reserves through continuous engagement would be the best bet. Since Edo Tensei revives require a summoner, targeting the technique's source could prevent his resurrection. In conclusion, while the Akatsuki members possess overwhelming power, their abilities are not invulnerable to the scrutiny of science and logic. By analyzing their biological, physical, and elemental weaknesses, we can devise strategies to defeat even the most formidable foes in the Naruto universe. This exploration reveals that, while the Akatsuki are undoubtedly powerful, no amount of raw strength or ability is impervious to the fundamental laws of science. Whether through manipulating biological processes, exploiting elemental properties, or utilizing advanced technology, each member of the Akatsuki has weaknesses that can be exploited through intellect, preparation, and strategy. In the end, it's clear, science always wins. Whether you're fighting in the ninja world or our own, intelligence, preparation, and understanding the forces at play are often more effective than brute strength. So, the next time you find yourself facing an Akatsuki member or any villain, just remember, sometimes all you need is a little bit of science to bring them down. Stay weird, fam.